Grizzly bear. Most people think bears are slow. That assumption has ended badly for a lot of things. Because a grizzly can sprint faster than most people imagine possible. Imagine hundreds of kilograms accelerating toward you. This isn't built like a predator. It's built like a bulldozer that evolved claws. Massive shoulders, dense muscle, front limbs designed for digging, but terrifyingly effective for fighting. When grizzlies decide to hunt, they become shockingly effective. They can overpower moose calves, steal kills, drive wolves away. And here's something wild. They spend huge parts of the year preparing to sleep, eating relentlessly, building reserves, then disappearing for months. One of Earth's strongest mammals, temporarily becoming still. But hibernation isn't just rest. For many females, it's where new life begins. Hidden inside dens beneath snow and silence, they give birth during the coldest part of the year. Tiny cubs arrive blind, helpless, impossibly small compared to their mother. And when winter finally loosens its grip, they emerge together. The same animal that disappeared alone returns with something unexpected. Not just survival, a new generation following behind. Real quick, if you enjoy videos that explain animals beyond the usual documentaries, hit subscribe and like. It's free, takes a second, and helps more than you think. Alright, polar bear. The largest bear on Earth. Adult males can exceed 600 kilograms. Some become even larger. A seal surfaces for one breath. That's all it gets. The ice looks empty, silent, nothing moving. Then the snow explodes. Hundreds of kilograms of white muscle launch forward, and the seal disappears before the ocean closes again. Most predators fail often. Polar bears can't afford failure. Their world is frozen water. But hunting isn't even the hardest part. Movement is. Imagine carrying half a ton of body weight across unstable ice fields for kilometers every day, swimming through freezing water, smelling prey from enormous distances. A polar bear's nose is legendary. Scientists estimate they can detect seal dens buried beneath snow and smell prey from astonishing ranges under the right conditions. And despite looking bulky, they're surprisingly quiet. Their paws distribute weight almost like snowshoes. Every feature exists for survival. But when food disappears, that changes. Because hunger changes every predator, and nowhere is that pressure more visible than in the Arctic. Sea ice determines hunting success. Less ice means longer swims. Longer swims mean more energy burned. And suddenly the biggest predator in the north becomes vulnerable. Not because it got weaker, because its environment changed. Still, when conditions favor the bear, very little competes with it. Not wolves, not humans, not anything. Sloth bear. The termite specialist of Asia. While most bears rely on berries, fish, or large prey, this one is obsessed with insects. Its lips can extend into a tube, and it can seal its nostrils shut before blasting apart termite mounds with powerful claws. Then comes the feeding, a loud sucking sound that can carry astonishing distances through the forest. I range across India, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. Long shaggy fur, a pale chest marking, and claws that look more suited for excavation equipment than a mammal. Those claws can shred through hardened termite nests in moments. Despite feeding mostly on insects, sloth bears have a fierce reputation. In parts of India, encounters with humans are more common than attacks by big cats. Poor eyesight, a defensive temperament, and a habit of standing their ground make them one of Asia's most unpredictable bears. A 140-kilogram insect hunter with very little patience, sun bear, the smallest member of the bear family. Most adults weigh between 30 and 70 kilograms, making them tiny compared to their northern relatives. But what they lack in size, they make up for in unusual adaptations. Their tongue can stretch nearly 25 centimeters, allowing them to reach deep into logs, crevices, and beehives. Honey, insects, and grubs make up much of their diet. Their chest bears a pale golden patch shaped like a crescent or rising sun, the feature that inspired their name. They inhabit the rainforests of Southeast Asia, including Borneo, Sumatra, and the Malay Peninsula. Mostly active at night, and usually alone, sun bears spend much of their lives hidden among dense vegetation. The world's smallest bear carries one of the longest tongues relative to body size in the entire mammal kingdom. Spirit bear, a white-coated form of the American black bear. Not an albino and not a separate species. Just a rare genetic variation found almost entirely in the coastal rainforests of British Columbia. Roughly 1 in 10 bears in certain populations inherits 2 copies of a recessive gene that transforms black fur into creamy white. Everything else remains the same. Same claws, same diet, same behavior for indigenous peoples of the region. Spirit bears hold deep cultural significance and have been protected through generations of tradition. Their unusual color may also provide a hunting advantage. When salmon look upward through the water, white fur blends more closely with the bright sky above. Only a few hundred exist, a pale ghost moving through one of the world's last great temperate rainforests.